We're excited.
Okay, so
there we go.
That's. Can you hear me?
Yep, now I can.
But I can't hear Pierre.
Pierre, can you talk? No. Mm-mm.
Mic check. Test
now
one,
that
two,
one
three.
works.
Okay, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, do it again.
Okay, so
One,
we're doing
two,
mic
three.
check.
One
Okay.
mic
Here.
check.
Okay. Well, I always do guess one. So okay, go do it again.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, there we go.
I didn't have the audition up, so we
Okay.
couldn't hear it.
Hey, Chancey. Thanks for tuning in.
Come on. Okay, let's see Facebook.
So
people.
please share our show on your page and let people know that they can watch it right now.
You know what
and
I love?
comment.
I love.
Hey,
that
Pierre.
Facebook calls.
You just joined.
Did you just join our show?
Hello.
So
Yes.
nice.
Yes,
Hey.
I'm here.
I love that Facebook calls that sharing. You know,
Yeah,
It's
sharing
like-
is
kinda
caring.
makes the world want to share.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I always try and put my home password in on when I'm signing in here.
Yep.
So, but nothing's happening here. Okay, so
So we're live. We're going to have a fun show today with our friend Pierre, who has On Air with Pierre. And
he's
Pierre
going to
is
be-
everywhere.
he's gonna
That's
be
what I
on
like
air.
to say. Pierre is everywhere.
We're gonna
That
be
needs
on
to
air
be his
with
new
Pierre.
show. Yeah, we are going to be on the air with Pierre.
does that make our show
Wow.
on the air with Pierre?
No, I think
Riding the wave with on the air on air. With Pierre.
it's like
So-
a merger of shows.
It is. Well, we already did that, but we couldn't find a way to do the A-list
Yeah,
Kelly
but you don't
Williams
have the
show.
trifecta. It was a
That's
duplex merger.
right.
And
Yeah.
now we have the
Now we have the
trifecta.
trifecta.
That's right. I like it. All right. So
Well, technically we have 2 minutes and 25 seconds, but I
To
think
go
I
on the
will-
FM?
But I'll just turn us down when you're ready.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, so we didn't have a show last week because you
Right.
were gone
I know.
and my husband was deathly ill for like a week, which was
did.
horrible.
Paul, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, he's feeling better.
I did tell Kelly that I just checked on you all those times just to hear that you were still in pain
Yeah.
because I'm just that sadistic. But
Yeah, I don't believe that's true.
no, he always picks on me, so I haven't been picked on in a while, so
Oh.
I needed to be picked on.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
okay, here we go.
So
Oh, no, that's
okay,
our
guys.
Taco
So if
Tacos.
y'all
Yeah.
haven't gone and liked Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly, share our show page. We always have fun guests and have lots of fun. And the taco cook-off is this weekend.
It is
Yes. Taco.
I won't even throw away their tacos.
No,
today
and they're so cute. And there's this really, really funny, cute one right here.
with this bandana on.
Yeah, with a like a whatever you call it, a bandana thing. This is really funny.
Yeah, we don't even have our Riding the Wave stuff up today.
I know. Where is it? In the corner.
it's on the,
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
I said that exact thing today.
So this is the taco cook-off is coming this Saturday right here at Abundant Life Church, and it benefits the United Way. So we're excited about that. And there's like 9 entries.
46 seconds.
9 entries, which is very exciting. And then we've got taco trucks coming to sell tacos. So it's going to be a taco fest.
I want to see what kind of jumpy toys we have because I really want to ride one of those.
You do?
Yeah, at the 4th of July thing in League City, there was one that was like a big shark.
Yeah.
And I really
that's cute.
I really wanted to ride it. 23 seconds.
Yeah, I love that.
So,
Okay, so we have
3 people now.
5 people.
What? Okay.
What's up? We're
8,
breaking our record.
7, 6. That's it. 10 people. That's not true.
7.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly. This is KHEA Radio 99.5, and it's 3:15 in the afternoon. And we are so excited to be here today. We were just talking with our Facebook friends that we didn't have a show last week.
No, and it was sad. We missed
sad.
being here.
I hope you missed us out there in
Radioland.
Out there in Radioland, sitting in your carpool lane, waiting for your kids, going, "Where is Riding the Wave?"
Exactly.
The outcry was tremendous. So
it was. It shook the whole earth. That's right.
We appreciated that. But
So-
poor Paul was not doing well after his surgery.
Yeah,
and-
no. Do not take tramadol, people. No tramadol.
That's right. He
It's,
had an allergic reaction.
it's horrible. It mixed badly with his blood pressure medicine, and literally we thought my husband was dying. And
Yeah.
I'm not even being funny.
It was.
I'm
It was
thinking
serious.
we thought he was dying. So it was horrible. We finally found out that it was just he had a bad reaction to it, and it made his blood pressure drop so low that even his therapist thought he was dying.
Yeah.
So
but
it
he's
was not good. No, thank
He's
goodness
not.
he's actually
He's
doing
doing great.
better.
Doing great.
So we're
I-
glad.
So last week I had to work my flight attendant job, and I couldn't get off, and I was sitting in Denver. We had what we call ground time in between some planes, and when my friend said, "Hey Angie, that police officer that was shot and killed today was someone that you interviewed."
Yeah.
Well, I'm in Denver, so I have no idea what they're talking about, and so I'm saying who, you know, I interview a lot of people, and so I Googled, and I was so sad to see that it was Sandeep Dhaliwal.
Awful.
So I just wanted to share that for just a second. So I was working at the shelter at Hometown Heroes Park after Hurricane Harvey in League City. And I was actually done and was walking back to my car, and there was all these men in colorful turbans coming out of this big moving truck. And I thought, well, there's a story, you know? And so I walked back in, introduced myself, and talked to these men for about 10 minutes. And I was so impressed. It didn't take them a few seconds to impress me. And so I did a Facebook Live interview with them. And for about 20 minutes, we talked about all of these men had come from all over the United States, that a part of their religion believes that they do good works to get to heaven.
Yeah.
Kind of the opposite of what we believe in Christianity, that you want to do good works, but it's just Christ's blood that gets you to heaven. But they said they actually feel like they have to do good works. So their whole life is consisted of giving back to their church and their families and their community. And what a great message. And they had come from all over, and they had brought supplies to the shelter. And a few days later, we had exchanged numbers, and he called and he said, "Hey, you know, we're coming back. What do they need?" And we found out that they needed sheetrock. So they came into a few neighborhoods, delivered sheetrock, and it just seemed like whatever the need was, they would call every few days. They made sure that the police officers' families were all taken care of, delivered sheetrock to all of those families as well. And that was Sandeep, because he was a sheriff. And then he was on my radio show a few months later, and we, you know, talked about. So I was so saddened to see that, but the response from Houston has been quite inspiring. I know that last time I looked, their GoFundMe page was at like $900,000.
Yeah,
Papa
incredible.
John, and it's probably more than that, because it was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Papa John's did a fundraiser that got so overwhelmed that had to continue it for 3 days.
Yeah.
Which Papa John's, I'm so impressed with you. One of my best friends since I was 8, her son-in-law is the one who's in charge of that, Adam Garza, and we just want to say that I respect your decisions on what you do, and I'm so proud of you. But just that people noticed that he was someone who gave back, and that's what his life was about. Isn't that what everybody wants?
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, he made a huge impact in the Houston Bay Area.
And I think
Really.
it kind of just made us all go, wow, I want to give back more. I want,
Yeah.
you know, I want my funeral for people to say that's what I was known for,
Yeah.
giving back.
Yeah.
That would be such a great thing, and to inspire other people too.
Yeah.
So I was in Washington, D.C. Night before last, and on a shocking note, worked with my boyfriend, which I never do. He's a pilot as well at Southwest, and so at midnight we went to go walk the monuments, and I wanted to go to the law enforcement memorial, but I thought it was right there. But no, we walked 4.5 miles.
Oh.
That whole night. I mean, but we did the Washington Memorial, the Lincoln Memorial. We saw the Vietnam Wall. His father was in World War II, and we went to the World War II Memorial, which is very beautiful. And then we walked. We found Ford Theater where Lincoln was shot on the way by accident, and then we went to the memorial. And I do say that my whole goal there was to go say a prayer for Chris Reed and for Sandeep, and I cried, and it was touching. And they have these lions that are taking care of other lions, and there's scriptures. I was very impressed.
Oh, I love that.
There was scriptures there, and it was really beautiful. And the one thing that I love that it said, I think the lion I chose to say the prayer at, the inscription says something to the effect of, it's not the way that these heroes are these men that died that made them heroes, but how they lived.
Yeah, exactly. And that's wonderful.
So that was kind of the whole thing last week, and we kind of missed that because we didn't have a show the next day.
Yeah.
And that really touched my heart.
Yeah. Well, Tammy Pringle said, we ordered Papa John's and shared our 2 large pizzas with our neighbors.
Oh, that's nice.
Very sweet, Tammy. Thank you for sharing that. Absolutely. And
I mean, obviously, just overwhelming how many people, because I know I put it on my Facebook, and I was like, please be patient with them. I hope that they sell so many pizzas that you have to wait 5 hours.
Absolutely.
I was like, plan on something else for dinner.
Exactly. But order the pizza.
Order your pizza.
Yeah.
But we actually, I had Jude on Friday, and we ordered pizza. We ordered our Papa John's and shared that. So it was fun. It was a little less time to have a lesson of this money is going to give back to a family. And I love that.
Yeah, that's sweet.
But the other thing that's kind of obvious today, I don't know, and I should have told Mr. Pierre, but so we're wearing pink today.
Yes.
Because it is October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
And I wear pink every day in October. And some people say, so did you lose someone that you honor? And I say, I've lost many people that I know to this horrible disease, but I do wear pink. Well, I'll cry. I do wear pink in honor of those that survived in my family.
Yeah.
My sister, Andi, I love you. I'm so thrilled that you kicked this disease out of your life forever. My cousin Anna and my cousin Tammy, and my aunt Edie. So I wear pink every day to honor those who are surviving this disease. And so I'm sure you have the same feeling of family and friends. And
absolutely. And then on that note of family, I just want to say it is my mother's 80th birthday today.
Oh my goodness, happy birthday.
I know. So we had a surprise slumber party in pajamas Saturday night for her at her house.
Oh, fun.
With all the girls in our family. And it was awesome. And my nieces got my mom this unicorn onesie, and we made her put it on.
How many girls are in your family?
A lot. I think like 10 girls. There's really more boys, though, actually, now. Oh, wow. But we have 10 girls in the family. Ooh. So there goes our
Not dad. Again. I did not move this table.
Okay, so we actually have one of our favorite people in the studio audience today with us. In the studio audience, I have no brain cells left.
Kelly Williams is here.
Exactly. Yay!
Oh,
yeah. Pierre Castile.
Can y'all hear me?
Can we hear you?
Yes, I can.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, because you're not on the radio yet. Oh wait, none of us are on the radio.
So, Pierre, Angie, how long have you known Pierre?
I don't even remember the first time I met Pierre. About 5 years, maybe 4 years.
Yeah. How long has it been since we've known each other?
Oh, we
go
way back.
7, 8, 10, 12?
1976 or something.
Were you even born in 1976?
No, because Pierre's way younger than us.
Pierre's could be my child. Or we're the same age, right? So
I know.
Pierre could be our child.
I know. I'm
pretty sure I have a 32-year-old daughter, and you're what, 35?
Yeah. No.
I'm 33, the age of Jesus Christ.
33. There you go.
His continued age. Right?
Yeah.
So I knew I could be his mother.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, and the reason we are blessed to have Pierre here today, because Pierre actually has an event company, Top Star Events, which so many people know about, but he actually does this women's conference that's phenomenal every year. And it's coming up this Friday.
I
This
know. I'm so
Friday.
excited.
God.
I cannot believe it.
I love your women's conference.
What time does it start?
So it starts at 8:30.
Okay.
And first and foremost, thank y'all for giving me some time to come and talk about Women's Conference because we're so excited. The programming lineup is just absolutely amazing. We announced Carly Patterson, who is our keynote speaker. She's going to be here and in person. And so what I figured I would do is spend a couple of minutes talking with y'all about, maybe we call this the FAQ section, right? Like some of the common questions that I get text, emails, phone calls about the Women's Conference. And hopefully we can lay all the myths to rest, right?
Wait. I have the most important question.
Uh-oh.
What do I wear? What do I wear to this thing? That's so important. I don't want to be, outdone by the other women. What do I wear?
Well, it's interesting you ask. I do have phone calls of ladies that have asked me what they should wear, and the answer is whatever you want. You just have to wear something.
That's right.
For sure.
Right.
So, Carly Patterson is going to be our keynote speaker, but let me walk y'all through what the day looks like because we actually don't publish our agenda. But right here, an exclusive for Riding the Wave, we're going to talk a little bit about what that day looks like. So, we kick off the morning with our Live to Lead simulcast. Now, one of the questions that people ask about is Rachel Hollis and Angela Arendts going to be in the room? And the answer is no. This is a simulcast where the speech is going to be live. So it's going to happen as it's happening. You're going to see it live. But they are actually not going to be in the room. They're going to be in Atlanta. And the great thing is that it's licensed content. So it's not like you can go to YouTube and watch this. It's not going to be on TV. It's only for the folks that have paid for the Live to Lead license to be able to broadcast this content. So we're really excited to make that one of the pieces of the actual conference itself. And so kicking off the day will be Angela Arendts, who is the former vice president for Apple. And
wow.
One of the nice things about what she did is she sort of kind of took Tim Cook's vision of redesigning the Apple stores from what they used to be to kind of what they look like now. And their whole vision was to make it into kind of the town center, right? Not this store that you go to buy stuff, but this place where you could find somebody that could sell you stuff, but also people that were photography experts that could teach you how to take better photos.
Oh, love
people
that.
That knew about graphic design, about apps, about technology, about video games, about gaming, about different things that you could do with the App Store and the different apps and functionality, productivity for business people. And what I love about, what I think she's going to really touch on and talk about is going to be sort of what that transformation looked like. And just the theme for this year is creativity, right? So I'm really excited that she's part of the lineup because the whole theme is going to be around how can our attendees be challenged to use innovation and creativity to redefine their vision of success and basically their vision of what's possible. And sometimes I think we get so stuck on parameters and what we think we should do based on other people's opinions. And I think Angela's going to really speak to that transformation of what that process looked like and making those Apple stores look like, where they are now. And obviously we know Apple is the number one, the most valuable company in the entire planet.
Yeah.
And so what better person to learn about what transformation looks like in innovation than from Angela Arendts. So that'll be the first thing that we'll kick off the day with. And then we'll go into Rachel Hollis. I was just on a call 3 days ago, and I heard a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the content that she's going to be delivering. And I know that a lot of people are so excited about Rachel Hollis. She wrote 2 books. One of them is called Girl, Wash Your Face. And the other one is called, the newest one is called Girl, Stop Apologizing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, awesome.
Rachel Hollis is, I think, going to be definitely one of the crowd favorites for the entire day because she is going to really rock and roll. And there's Pastor Hallam right there.
Right.
And So basically, the neat thing about these simulcast experiences is that the speakers know that it's a simulcast experience, and so they like to get everybody involved, and there's music, and there's all kinds of fun. And so I think the ladies that join us today are really going to be in for a treat to hear from both Angela Arentz and Rachel Hollis. So that'll be sort of kind of the first session piece. Then we'll go into the live cooking demo with Chef Mary Bass.
She's so fun.
You remember from last year. And instead of talking this entire time, Angie, tell us what you enjoyed about Mary Bass last year in the cooking demo.
Well, I mean, one thing, obviously, you get to, hear her recipe and see what she's doing. Some people got to try it. But she's funny and she's interactive. And it was like you were just watching some kind of a comedy show while you were watching her. So she kept everybody engaged, and you got a little bit of cooking knowledge, too. But just her knowledge of everything and her fun. It was
so
just,
she basically
really
comes up with this recipe, which this year she's going to bring a brand new recipe, and sort of walks the entire audience through what the recipe looks like. She cooks it right there on the spot. She makes it, mixes it, does all this stuff, and then at the end, her team comes out with samples of what she just cooked, that recipe she just cooked. And so it's a real immersive, like like when you're watching the Food Network and you're like, oh my gosh, that looks amazing. But you can't go through the screen of your TV to grab it and eat it.
Exactly.
Well, at the Women's Conference, you can, right? Because you're going to be watching it and it'll be on a big screen and everything, and you'll see and you'll have the opportunity to ask questions. But then at the end, her team's going to come out with little samples of what she just cooked. And we're really excited to have UTMB Health as one of our big sponsors this year for the event. And they've brought some goodies that I just got my hands on today.
So cool.
And these are for VIP ticket holders, which unfortunately we've already sold out of VIP.
Wow, that's great.
So if
you
want
it's
this
important
gift,
that you buy your
hope you
tickets
already have
early.
it.
But we still have some tickets left. But they've got these really cool little salad gifts that they're going to be giving out for VIPs.
Let's
you can look at that.
That's awesome.
Y'all look at, so it has this little piece that is for your salad dressing, and then it has your fork as a part of the lid too. So when you go to lunch, you have it all.
It's really
right
cute.
there. Fellow flight attendants, this is really handy for you too.
So that's just a sneak peek for the VIP ticket holders of what they can expect.
I can't put it back together.
VIP ticket holders and platinum ticket holders as well. And then everybody, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is going to get their own all-season spice. And I believe Chef Mary Bass is coming up with different ways in which you can integrate this into your recipe. So it's going to be a good time. So we'll go out of the simulcast speakers into the live cooking demo with Chef Mary Bass. And then after that, we will go into lunch because we'll be kind of in food mode, right? And ready to eat some food. We're excited to be at South Shore Harbor Resort and Conference Center that always has delicious food. And so the ladies will get to have an opportunity to have lunch. And then we will go into our Women in Leadership panel. That's going to be moderated by Jenny Center, who is the Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce president and CEO. And we've got two participants that are confirmed. One of them is Lori Chalmers, who is the owner-operator of the Texas City Chick-fil-A that just opened up a couple of months ago. And interesting story about Chick-fil-A is there's over 80 locations in Houston. And out of those 80 locations, there's about 6 or 7 female operators. They call them they don't call them franchisors, they call them operators. And there's about 6 or 7 operators in a pool of 60 plus owners. And so I always love hearing sort of kind of that story of working up through the ranks and being a female operator in a world that's mostly occupied with male operators. So I think it's gonna be interesting to kind of hear her story. And
we love Chick-fil-A too.
Yes, and Chick-fil-A is awesome, right?
We do want to just break in real quick. This is 99.5 FM KHEA radio. It is 3:34 in the afternoon. You're listening to Riding the Wave
with Angie and Kelly.
And we're here with Pierre Castillo from Top Star Marketing and Events.
Top Star Events and Entertainment.
Right. Entertainment. Yes. What happened to the marketing? And we're talking about the Women's Conference on Friday. So we're very excited.
Yes, so Women's Conference is going to kick off with simulcast, then the cooking demo, then our panel, and then we're going to have a little sip and shop hour, which is going to be really cool. You're going to have the opportunity to walk around and buy stuff from select vendors Kendra Scott is going to be there with her pop-up, with Kendra Scott Baybrook Mall is going to do their pop-up shop. So, you can get your bag at Kendra Scott, and all of the attendees are going to get the opportunity to purchase at a discount. Since you are an attendee, you're going to get a special offer to be able to buy at a discounted rate. And also, we're going to be giving away some goodies, including some lucky ladies that will get some Kendra Scott jewelry. So we're excited about that.
Very awesome.
I love Kendra Scott.
There you go. And then we'll finish off today with, of course, Carly Patterson, who is not on simulcast. She will be here in person. She's flying in Thursday night, actually. And we're excited to have her. She was the first American woman that won a gold in the Olympics in a fully attended Olympics. So the interesting thing about that is, Mary Lou Retton won back in 1984. The thing about these other is that they get boycotted, right? The Olympics get boycotted for whatever the reason stuff. And a lot of the countries that boycott the Olympics are the ones that typically output the world's top gymnast.
Yeah.
Right? So
tell me about it. We boycotted 1980 Olympics.
So when Carly Patterson won in Athens in 2004, it was one of the first fully attended games. So it was a big deal, right, for her to win after all these years that other countries had won, and then she took the title. And so, but she won at 16, and then took a different route in her career, has become a singer-songwriter, and has done a couple of different things. And we spoke last week on a call, and she's going to deliver a message that I think a lot of people are going to resonate with about being, again, creative and using innovation to say, like, how do you move forward after you win gold in the Olympics, like one of the top achievements on planet Earth, right? Like, I won gold and I'm 16. Like, what do I do now? And then just also figuring out how to be creative to innovate and to recreate yourself and say, like, how do I redefine success after this? So I think we're going to hear not just of her accomplishments, but also of some of the setbacks and adversity that she went through after winning the Olympics, and some of the things that she had to deal with afterwards. So,
gymnasts are so young that, when the best athletes in the world are 14 to 16 years old in that event, I was a nationally competitive gymnast when I was younger, and I remember getting to perform at an exhibition. I won the Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana state championships, and Kathy Johnson was there back in the day. Kathy Johnson, Bart Connor, Kurt Thomas, my goodness, I can't talk. Bart Connor, Kurt Thomas. So these were all Olympians in 1976, and they were getting to be in their 20s and all poised for the 1980 Olympics, which the United States boycotted.
Right.
And you're like, you've worked, your whole life for this, that, and you if you're 20, 21, you may not ever be able to perform at that level that you were at 16, which is just crazy.
Right.
But I know that these gymnasts expected to be able to be in it, and they were right at, their early 20s, 20 maybe. And then that was it. We boycotted. They're done. And at least some of them had been in the Olympics before. But what if it's your only year? Because 4 more years, if you're 16, you're going to be 20. You may never,
that window of opportunity is gone.
And it's some sports you can elongate your career, but a gymnast really, really can't for very long. So it is amazing that, at 16, that they have the poise and confidence and control to be able to compete at that level.
Right.
But I really think that helps them later in life too, to have that poise, and they've been interviewed by the press. They know how to handle something that no other 16-year-old knows how to handle.
Right.
So it's really beautiful to see that she's continued on and successful and used that poise.
Right.
I can't wait to see her.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a full day of learning and growth and networking. We were just talking with Gardy right before we started the show, and he was mentioning how he tells people, man, if there's an event that you have to be at this year, it's the women's conference, because that's where you're gonna meet like the who's who. That's where all these the folks that are in leadership positions and the marketing folks and the decision makers. And it's a I think this is our third year for the conference, and we're proud of the fact. We started with 100 people, and then 200, and we're gonna hit close to 300 this year, and it just continues to grow. And I think it's mostly, it has, trust me, it has nothing to do with me. I think it has everything to do with really our team is committed to creating a day that is so valuable for people that they say, you know what, I'm happy to take off a day off of work so that I can go and learn and grow and get better. And it's an investment in yourself, right? And so, but the final thing I want to announce is that we have a nonprofit beneficiary that we pick every single year. And last year it was Bury a Turning Point.
I do have because again, it is domestic violence month, as well as breast cancer awareness. So I do have my domestic violence. It's purple, and so I'm wearing this for Bury a Turning Point.
So they were our nonprofit last year. The first year it was Hope Village, which is where we've had our conference, and then last year Bury a Turning Point, and then this year, we basically had 3 finalists. We always sort of our event committee puts together a list of nonprofits, and the Imelda tropical storm really affected a lot of people, sort of in the north area, and even down people in Galveston, Bolivar Peninsula and stuff. And so we thought, you know what, we need to figure something out that we can possibly do. Then I synced up with Janice Hallisey of League City Proud organization, and they're collecting stuff, right, items. And I was like, well, what can we do? And so the day after, there was a conference, a press conference with Mayor Turner, who was talking about the new Imelda Relief Fund that the city was going to be creating to help bring relief to people in a more immediate manner than the state and federal funds. And I did not realize that there are people today, like now, that have been affected by Harvey that still have not received federal funds and state funds because of how much time and red tape it goes through. Yeah. And I'm not here to be critical of the government by any means, but I think for me, what that basically said is we've got to, if there's something that we can do locally where we can collect some funds that are going to go to people next week, next month, because they've got to get back on their feet. They don't have a car, their car's flooded, they don't have a means to get back into their house or, figure out a way to get to their job, then I feel like we need to do something for those folks. So our first nonprofit that we're going to be using as our nonprofit beneficiary is going to be the Imelda Fund. And we're excited about that. And then the second project is actually, I just met a couple of these ladies from an organization called Mom Kind. They just had a really cool article on Channel 13. And they sort of were kind of born out of Harvey in a way. But it's these moms that want to push this initiative of kindness. And out of that came this Kid Kind and Dad Kind. But the core group is called Mom Kind. And they basically are there in times of disaster, but also in times of peace, helping to raise funds for different charitable causes throughout the community that are really based around kindness and doing, what's right for the community. So we're going to be helping to raise funds for both of those organizations, and we'll be doing a little check presentation the day of the conference. And so, one of the nice things, it's for the ladies and the men, because we also have men that attend. But for the folks that attend, it's a day of learning and growth and networking, but also being part of the event allows us to contribute and give back to the community. So that's my spiel on the Women's Conference. I hope that we have you there.
An exclusive right here on Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly that they got, that we know who their beneficiaries are going to be.
It's awesome.
Yes. Just announced. Aren't you excited?
Very. It's wonderful. Great job. Huh?
Station.
If you're just tuning in, if you've been listening, you're listening to Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly right here on KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're glad you're here.
So, Pierre just touched on that Janice Hallisey and Diana Lawless and those of us of League City Proud have been collecting for the tropical storm victims. They did take those yesterday to Winnie, but if you still want to donate, you can still go to Coco's and talk to Manish, drop off stuff there. He'll get in touch with us, Dress Galaxy in League City, or you can contact Janice Hallisier right here on our Facebook page, and we'll make sure that we get all of those donations to Winnie. Yesterday, when she went, Janice was speaking to a man from the Church of Christ Disaster Relief. I know that they're based in Nashville, Tennessee, and they were just, for Hurricane Ike, for Hurricane Harvey, they've all been there, and they donate. They send these big boxes of supplies and food and those, what are those rations are called? MREs or something like that.
Yes.
I was like, I don't know the military term. But anyway, they have all those rations and stuff. Anyway, they're there, and they were mentioning they still really need cleaning supplies. They really need the bleach and the gloves and the cleaning supplies. So, of course, everything else is needed. They're not taking food. They're not taking money. But so cleaning supplies, if you want to donate those, we'll get those to Winnie. So fabulous. So, one thing that's going on right now is the Astros. We would be remiss if we did not talk about the Astros today.
Yeah, and they were losing really badly on the way here.
My mom said that she was watching, and then she wrote on mute just to make sure that she knew that she was listening to us, but she's watching the game. But I did ask her the score, and she hasn't answered, so.
It was like 10-1 when I last heard.
Tampa Bay 10, Astros 3, ninth inning.
Okay.
Ninth inning. So that's not looking good. But we have won 2 of the series. And so I always say I think they just like to stretch out more games. If we just swept the series, it wouldn't be any good. So
no, it'd be great.
We would think it would be great, but I think baseball will just they want more games.
Yeah.
So I have no doubt that we have the winning team. But today they just needed to rest. So
yeah.
They're resting while they're playing.
Yeah, exactly. They're not putting that much energy out today, it looks like.
So, hey, it's not over till it's over. You have seen those games where, you
all the way at the end.
You leave the stands and you're like, okay, we're done. And then you hear it was the greatest comeback in baseball history.
Right.
Like, what? I did that at a UT game one time. My nephew was the drum major of the UT band. And so I wasn't a big UT fan. I don't even know who they were playing. But so they were losing pretty badly. And after, halftime, that's what I went there to see. We left maybe at the end of the third quarter or something. And then it was like the biggest comeback ever in UT history. And we're driving home going, what?
Yeah, exactly.
We left. We missed that. So I hope all of y'all leaving the stadium right now are going to miss the biggest comeback in baseball history because 10-3 doesn't look so good.
No, it looks awful. It looks awful. Okay, so Pierre, how can people get tickets for the conference Friday?
Oh, that's a great question. They can go online to HoustonWomen'sConference.com. HoustonWomen'sConference.com if you want to put that in the comment section. And we'll have tickets all the way through, until we sell out. Which right now we're on track to sell out probably by the end of day tomorrow or early Wednesday. But that's definitely a good thing. And we are sold out of VIP tickets. We've got general admission tickets left. And, again, just a big shout out to our sponsors that help make this event possible, including Kendra Scott, Ashley Home Store, Amico Federal Credit Union, UTMB Health, and also South Shore Harbor Resort and Conference Center, which is where the conference is going to take place this year. And if people are listening that are not from this area and they're like, I want to go to the women's conference, but I don't know about driving all the way there and then driving back, there's actually a special room rate that South Shore is offering that you can stay there for $99.
That was pretty smart by South Shore.
Yeah,
let's just go have the night there just for the swim in the pool.
That sounds great.
So, and that's one of the cool things is you can go and hang out at the pool because the pool is a private pool, so only guests can go into.
They're a little snobby that way.
Yeah, I know.
You got to have a room key to get in.
You got to have a room key, and so we're excited about that, and then of course. All of the sessions, and there's going to be breakfast and lunch and the sip and shop hour and giveaways. We've got some shopping sprees that we're going to be giving away from Ashley Home Store. So if you're needing some furniture,
you're talking our language now.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think they're giving away like a $500 or $1,000. I don't know. It's going to be a pretty. You can just go and buy some furniture.
That's awesome.
And then of course the Kendra Scott jewelry. That's gonna that's going to be a hit, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and it's going to be a day where you're going to be able to accomplish a lot. And so you can go to HoustonWomen'sConference.com and get your ticket. And I am probably going to skedaddle out of here, ladies, pretty soon because I have a 4 o'clock that I'm running behind on.
Let me just ask you real quick.
Yes, please.
You said, you know, it's women's conference. We keep saying ladies' day and stuff like that. But there are men at this conference.
We have 2 gentlemen's tables.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we have 2 gentlemen.
2 guys.
No. We have 2 tables. And so, you know,
like
Gardy
20.
is one of those.
Yeah.
That is going to be sitting on our gentleman's table, and we've extended out some VIP invites and stuff. But men can go, and it's last year we had Joe Perez, Gardy. I mean, you know, there's a group of men there, and we'll definitely be missing this year our good friend, the late Chris Reed, that was there last year at our gentleman's table. And it was interesting. It was kind of an interesting story. I think his birthday was yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, his birthday was yesterday. And so in the paperwork that we got for J.J. Watt's mom, you know, we had to have some security, right? And I was like, okay, no problem.
She was the speaker last year.
Yeah, she was a keynote speaker last year. And so, okay, no problem. And so I called Chris, and I'm like, look, Chris, like we're working on a budget here, and I've got to have some security for J.J. Watt's mom. And he's like, what? He's like, isn't this for a women's conference? And I'm like, I don't know. You never know.
They
These ladies
drink
could
a
get
lot.
crazy.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And so he's like, all right, no problem. So so Chris got to be the security
He was the security.
it was security.
She
Hey,
probably
what
felt
better
safe.
security to have than
That's
the
right.
chief of police, right?
That's
And he
right.
was like,
Yeah.
I'll take care of you. So Chris was walking around. And nobody's gonna mess with Connie Watt. And so it was it was a fun memory. I was looking at our recap video and some of the stuff, and there's Chris in there. And
Aww.
so we're definitely gonna miss him this year.
Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah, so I said I was, you know, at the law enforcement memorial the other night. And said a prayer for Chris, and I didn't know it was his birthday.
Wow.
That Logan had it up on Facebook yesterday, his daughter's.
Absolutely.
But so that's a beautiful memory. I actually was cleaning out what we call the junk room at my house because I have so many.
That's kind of like my house right now.
Yeah, I have
Every
so
room.
many formal dresses, and people like come over and borrow them, and I should just have my own Rent the Runway, but. I was cleaning out the other day, and I have on my desk my notes from the conference last year, and I was saying I reference them every once in a while. You know, they just keep making their way back in my life, and there's some beautiful things that you learn. I mean, you know, like you're saying, talk about creativity, but in there's going to be leadership skills. There's going to be just training for women in general for. You know, living your life and being a better person. And, you know, it's just how they kind of weave into every leadership conference. And so I love to refer to my notes. So that'll be cool. So I look forward to seeing what they have this year that I can refer back to.
Yes, of course. At the women's conference, you can get your own little workbook where you can like put your notes and stuff. And we're going to do a something kind of new this year where there's notes by every session. And then at the very on the back of the workbook, there is a section called Key Takeaways. And so basically, as you go through the day, like there's different speakers speak to different people, right, based on their story or whatever. And so when Rachel Hollis or if somebody on the Women in Leadership panel says something that like just really resonates with you or connects with you, we're going to ask the attendee to write it down in their notes and then rewrite it again in the key takeaways, right? And so by the end of the day, maybe you have, 4 or 5 pages full of notes, but in that back page, you're going to have 4 or 5 key takeaways, and there's something special that we're going to do with that at the end of the day, and so we're excited about that. And so I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve on things. I can't tell you all, but
because then why go?
Because then why go, right? You're gonna see it all.
I'll just sleep in on Friday.
But again, I appreciate you ladies taking the time to come and talk with me, and I look forward. Wish you lots of success for riding the wave, and we're not on air with Pierre right now. We are on break, but we are excited to be coming back for season 2 of On Air with Pierre. We're shooting for next month for November to pick that back up and run for a 12-show season. So we're excited about that. We've got some enhancements and additional things that we're going to be bringing back during season 2. So maybe I'll come back and talk about that.
You mean bringing back Kelly and Angie?
Yeah, bringing back Kelly and Angie.
We've definitely been on.
Well, bringing back wouldn't be a new thing, right? Although we had some really awesome guests in season 1, but we're excited about bringing some of the new folks for season 2.
Well,
yeah, we're proud of you. It's awesome.
It's a good show. It's fun.
Great show.
All
Great
right.
conference. Very proud of Pierre.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank y'all for letting me be y'all's friend.
We're so proud to watch you grow up, Pierre.
Thank you for letting me be y'all's friend. I don't really have many.
Yeah. It is fun being his friend, though.
Yeah, Pierre's one of those fun friends you never want to not have in your life.
I do want to discuss Pierre's sequin shoes.
You have sequin shoes?
At the
I didn't. Pierre didn't even find me to take a picture. He never even came and found me.
No, let me tell you.
Thank you, Pierre.
I got home.
Yeah.
I got home.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I saw your message that you posted on Facebook, but I got 3 text messages from different people that were like, "You were at the chairman's bar and I didn't even see you," and I don't, it's like.
But you can find me. I had a white suit on.
And apparently Pierre was dancing on the dance floor with sequin shoes.
Yeah, and I'm singing but the beginning of it, and Pierre doesn't even come and find me.
That's right.
Well, I think whenever you were singing at the beginning, you were like you're surrounded by all the VIPs and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
It's her adoring fans.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
Back with where all the bus boys and the
yeah, that's staff. Hilarious.
That's where I am. And
yeah,
so
that's
I was
funny.
I wish I could get to the
what I
VIP
do?
pit where
What I
Kelly's
do
singing.
when I want to look like a VIP with Kelly, I videotape and I act like I'm supposed to be up there. I'm with Kelly Williams, and then I videotape and then.
Yeah, y'all are funny.
Y'all
are funny.
Cindy DeWeese Cindy DeWeese, and the top tier people, Brian Friedman and Sean Bailey, and they're all dancing with Kelly, and so I'm like, guys, and they're like, get at the back.
Yeah, I saw that happening.
Yeah,
and so I'm like,
Sean Bailey, of course, because he is the new chairman, right?
No, but speaking of Imico, is one of your sponsors. Congratulations again to Sean.
Yes,
awesome
Sean is
guy.
our incoming chairman. It's going to be a great year.
It is going to be a great year
at the chamber. I'll tell you, we, Top Star has been a member of the chamber for 7 years.
Wow.
Of the Clear Lake Area Chamber.
He was 12 at the time.
Yeah. Well, this will be our 8th year going into 2020. And then 3 of those years, or 2 of those years, I spent it with Chick-fil-A that was also a member. So I've actually spent sort of 10 years within that chamber and seen lots of movement and growth and the great things that the chamber does. And then one of the things that we're doing now is we've joined a couple of other chambers. The League City Regional Chamber of Commerce, we joined that a couple months ago. And then last year we joined the Texas City Lamarck Chamber of Commerce. And that was at the referral and reference of Sean Bailey.
Oh, yeah.
So we're excited to be working with him this year as the incoming chairman. I got to tell you, Brian Friedman was absolutely amazing. Brian Friedman is like the person that...
He's a great guy.
You just listen to and you're like, oh my gosh, if I just had 1/10 of... he is so smart, but such a gentleman.
Yeah. And funny. All at the same time.
He's got a sense of humor too.
Yeah.
So definitely is somebody to look up to, and I think he did a great job as chairman this past year. And now it's time for some Sean Bailey.
Yeah.
Sean Bailey's like the life of the party.
He is an awesome guy. He and his wife
I told Sean,
amazing.
I know him and Susan.
Incredible.
I told Sean, I'm like, I feel like when I get older, I'm gonna be like I'm like the younger version. No, I said you're like the older version of me, and he just made this face like, what?
Like,
what do you mean older? And
well,
I'm like,
Sean. his daughter and my Amber were best friends in junior high and high school growing up. and she's also getting married.
She is, and I'm actually singing at their wedding.
Yes,
I am excited.
So
I
we're
cannot
doing
wait.
all this wedding planning.
Yeah,
every time
together.
I run into Sean and Susan, I'm like, wedding planning.
Oh, isn't
although
that
it's
fun?
not Amber.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Ashton.
that's true. Yeah, I love that.
Amber's not getting married till next, or my Amber's not getting married till next year. But Ashton and my Candace are getting married within a few weeks of each other.
So fun.
Is there a wedding season? I heard somewhere somebody say something like, "Oh, because wedding season," and I'm like, "What does that mean?"
Wedding season starts in like March and April, and then gets bigger in June, July. I mean,
June is
starts
what people used
huge.
to dream of as their wedding. You know?
Okay.
But I think that really originated in places that weren't warm until June.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and so they
okay.
waited
Like
for
it
these
was like-
June weddings.
Yeah.
Like it'd be silly to get like married at like in a snowstorm type of.
Well, and some
situation.
people want winter weddings.
Yeah,
Or, you know,
but they'll
dream of
fly
that,
to a
but-
winter wedding.
Yeah.
If most people will come down
Right.
south to have or even more south to have a tropical wedding. But
Yeah, it's interesting. I heard that the other day. Somebody said, "Oh, because of wedding season," and I'm like,
we're in the middle.
Yeah.
We're in the
I've heard of
last.
summer,
Yeah.
spring, fall,
Yeah.
holiday season.
We're in the last tail end of kind of wedding season.
Gotcha.
But apparently, our families just wanted to have late weddings.
It's
But-
a great month to have a wedding.
My daughter Amber said that she was going to get married on Halloween next year.
Oh, wow.
Oh
And we were like-
wow!
And now they
Ew.
changed it to Christmas.
Oh,
So
that's good.
I go, you just want, are you going to like get married in a black dress?
Yeah.
Or what?
Oh,
Yeah, I think Christmas maybe
Yeah.
a little bit more of a jolly
Yeah.
holiday for.
Yeah.
But she's not jolly,
All the Day of the Dead celebration stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it's really a thing now.
Ew, that's
It
creepy.
was sort of like it was
Wasn't it
traditionally
Hispanic
a
holiday?
Mexican holiday, which is not. It's not October 31st. It's November the 1st.
Right.
And so, but it was closely associated with Halloween because it's the day that the folks paid tribute to your deceased ones, your loved ones that have passed away. And so, but now it's like people Day of the Dead parties.
Well,
and
that movie
celebrations
Coco
and-
for
Ew.
kids.
I think
kind
Coco
of,
sort of.
It kind of at least made it more mainstream for people to know.
Right,
But I was
right.
actually in Cancun last year on, what's it, Dia de los Muertos?
Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah, I don't have quite that role, but yeah. But they had pictures that they honored, and I thought it was so funny. It was like Paul Walker and Michael Jackson, and and I was like going,
Yeah, it was
"This
all
is
the
the
celebrities.
Cancun people there."
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, well, we thank you so much for
course.
coming. I look forward. Up, my riding the wave surfboard fell off. I look forward to seeing you on Friday. I'm so
course.
excited.
It's gonna be
And
fun. It's
I
gonna
can't
be a
wait
good
for my
time.
Kendra Scott jewelry because that's like my thing that I like to do at the conference. Get some
Yep.
jewelry.
And again,
eat.
HoustonWomen'sConference.com is where you get your tickets.
so
Excited
you
to-
only buy them online?
You can only buy them online, or you
Okay.
can buy them at the door.
Okay, because I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to be there, and so that's why I wanted to make sure if I go,
Yes.
can I still buy a ticket at
Of
the
course.
door? Okay,
Kelly.
I just wanted to make
We
sure
can
because
just
I
share
don't know.
We can share a chair.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sit
Yeah,
next to me.
but the other thing you need to know, Kelly, is whatever Kelly wants, Kelly gets. So that you
That's
shouldn't-
really good to know today.
I don't know if she'd be asking me all over the air, but of course, if you want to end that day, I'll do whatever it takes. to make sure
Okay,
that you're
because
there.
I'm really trying to go. I don't want to miss it. I love your conferences.
But
they're
where
amazing.
where Kelly goes, that whole VIP section goes with her. So
Yeah, so
that's a lot of tickets. That's
Yeah, I'm not only asking for one ticket.
Kelly, yeah. Kelly and the whole entourage.
that's right. How many people could you not get through the other day? At least 10.
Right,
Sorry.
right.
Yeah,
Yes, well,
y'all
thank
are
you,
funny.
ladies, and I'm gonna go on to go and tie up some more loose ends. I've got not that very many between now and Friday. Only about 972 loose ends that I've got
Yeah,
to tie
that's
up.
nice.
So
That's
Well, you
look,
got-
you
you
do
got
that
the
on a
announce-
daily basis. You're the best at that.
You got that announcement
well, I
out.
always tell
so.
people so that there are 2 times throughout the year where my life gets crazy. The rest of the time it's just crazy. But it gets crazy 2 weeks prior to LeaderCast, which is my leadership conference in May.
Oh, that's right. Oh my
Right.
gosh.
And then 2 weeks prior to Women's Conference, it's crazy again. So
Yeah.
it's 1 month, 2 weeks here, and then 2 weeks of LeaderCast, where it's crazy. And I've just right now I've got 7 missed calls.
Oh, I'm sure. Well,
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for being
Alrighty.
here, Pierre. We're excited for you and so proud of you always.
Yes.
We love you a
thanks.
bunch.
Yay.
We do.
You're the
We'll
best.
see you on Friday.
Yes, of course.
We send our kisses to you.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
And we don't get a picture because she's going to leave before we're done.
I know.
Take a little selfie right now.
Take it while we're talking.
Yeah.
So,
And thank you so much for listening to Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly right here on KHEA Radio. We hope you enjoyed the show every Monday, 3 o'clock. We're doing a peace out picture with Pierre.
There you go, right there. Excellent.
So,
I'll send that over
Jonah
to you.
mentioned we also had a guest a few weeks ago that was the Galveston Island Film Festival.
Yes.
And that's been going on all weekend. They're finishing tonight with their awards at 5, and there's still some showings that you can watch until I think like 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, and Angie's heading over there right now.
Yeah, I'm going to be going down there in a few minutes. So we're super excited to see what they've been doing this weekend and hear about their festival. I think it was a big success. And I want to meet Huggy Bear.
Yeah, I'm excited. Take a picture with him, please, because I can't go today. So I'm excited for you to meet Huggy Bear.
I know. So, but we have just a couple seconds if there's anything that you have going on this week that...
No, just my normal stuff that goes on, and happy birthday to my mommy.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about your mom, and then you went over to... So you had a slumber party with all the girls.
So fun.
Did y'all like watch movies and eat popcorn?
We did. We ate old movies. We watched a bunch of old movies, and it was really, really fun while we were keeping up with the Astros game. And woke up the next morning, fixed breakfast, planted flowers in her yard.
Oh, that's cool.
Just fun. It's fun. We just all laugh when we all get together. So it was really, really fun.
Did you sing?
No, we usually do sing every time we're all together because my whole family sings. But we really didn't get to this time. We were laughing and watching movies till 1, and we're too tired to sing. So, but we had a good time. We had a great time. So
I would say my mom turned 80 last year, but she'll get mad at me.
yeah.
Joan,
don't get mad.
Oops, because my mom has been 29 for
exactly.
She's just 29, and
we do have some awesome moms.
Yeah, and they look 29, so
they
it's
do
believable.
look 29.
It's believable.
Yeah.
But we have like a family reunion like every 3 years, and so last year we just made sure that all my cousins and aunts and uncles knew that we wanted to have the family reunion for her birthday.
Yeah. Oh,
so
that's
we
nice.
had 61 family members at her party, and then like 100 for her party. So
that's so good.
but we just used it as an excuse to get the family together, and they hadn't all been to Galveston, so so we got to show them her island.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's a lot of fun. But then the next day she went right back to being 29.
Of course she did, because she's 29. She's awesome.
There was like all the grandkids are backing up behind her, but my mom said we needed a pitcher with the Astros.
A pitcher? Oh,
I guess
you
that
are
was
correct.
I
It
guess
was
that's
horrible.
Our issue.
It was awful.
But he's normally such a good pitcher. But what do they say? Everybody gets tired. So
yeah, everybody's tired.
But we know that by the time our next show happens next Monday at 3 o'clock, that we're gonna be winners with the Astros.
We'll have already won the ALS or whatever it is, or ALDS or whatever.
League South. Yeah, we shouldn't talk sports.
No, we
That's
should
why
not.
my mom writes, because my mom is the biggest sports fan I've ever known. Well, she's not very big, but she's a big sports fan. We used to say that my parents will watch whatever sport is on TV. I mean, if badminton is on, they are watching it. And really, it was my mom that's the facilitator of that. I don't even try and talk to her during March Madness for basketball. That's like her. She gets her. I think she probably just brings food into the living room and never moves.
Yeah,
that March Madness is her thing.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
But she watches football and baseball and basketball.
Yeah. Good for her.
So she keeps us up to date.
Absolutely.
So thanks for being the Riding the Wave sports.
That's right.
Reporter, Mom.
That's right.
And I'm guessing that we did not win, since you said we needed a pitcher.
No, that's it. I think they went through 5 today. Literally, while I was heading to the show, it was like on number 4.
Oh,
no
no.
kidding. Yeah, it was not good. So we're all going to say prayers that they win tomorrow.
It's a lot of it's a long season, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put us on. We're gonna be going out 16 seconds.
Yeah.
So if you've been listening out there in your car, thank you so much for listening to Riding the Wave with Angie and Kelly on 99.5 KHEA radio, and come and hear us next week on Monday from 3 to 4. We'll talk to you then.
That's right. Have a good day.
So we are out on the radio, and